Look, it's a Lions bobblehead.
Here, you can be Louis Delmas. Go ahead first.
He's gone. You know the guy replacing him? Say it. Go ahead, real quick.
James Ihedigbo.
Yeah. James Ihedigbo. Talked with Tom Lydon after visiting with the Detroit media and his coaches for the first time this week. The first question he asks, how to pronounce that name. This is Tom one-on-one with the new Lions safety.
So you cheated. You already knew the answer.
I did.
Okay.
Well, this is a man that the Lions and Lions fans are going to expect a lot from, but you may not know that much about. First of all, give us the proper pronunciation of the last name.
It's Ihedigbo.
All right.
Yeah.
James Ihedigbo. Get used to it. He's going to be in your defensive backfield, and you know you're going to have an interesting role because you come in with Terrell Austin, the defensive coordinator, familiar with him, so you're almost going to be a teacher a little bit right out of the chute. How do you feel about that?
You know, I'm looking forward to it. It is a unique position to be in, but to be able to be a quarterback, so to speak, of the defense and help guys learn the system, you know, as well as executing at a high level, it's an awesome opportunity in front of us.
What's his staple, his trademark as a coach? What should we expect of him when he gets his first chance to run a defense now?
You know, a lot of different looks, a lot of pressure, a lot of different coverages. You know, we like to, you know, test and see if we can make, you know, quarterbacks make decisions, you know, on the run and on the fly and, you know, create some turnovers and give the ball to our offense in great field position.
You were here in December when the Ravens played against the Lions, and I don't know when you're in that situation if you take a look at what the Lions' defense is like, or you were thinking that way at all because you were so, you know, entrenched in what you were doing at Baltimore. But what was that experience like, and did it factor in at all when you made your decision to come here?
You know, the thing that was awesome about when we played here in December was the Lions fans and how intense and loud they were throughout the whole entire game, and that was, you know, a part of my decision to come here is, you know, based on the fan base and, you know, how they support their team. You know, in terms of the defense, you know, the guys that I'll be playing alongside with, I mean, you look at this roster of talent, it's phenomenal, and, you know, that's what I'm really looking forward to doing.
You're going to pair you up immediately with Glover, a guy who came in here basically in your same shoes last year, a person who was a free agent, chose to come here. What do you know about him, and how might you be able to complement what he does back there?
He's a great player, very physical, rangy safety, can cover ground, plays the game fast. He's very smart, and that complements, you know, my game, you know, very well. I'm a physical, hard-hitting safety, you know, like to get after it. And you know, very intelligent as well. So I think we'll be able to elevate each other's game, you know, to another level. So I'm definitely, you know, it's going to be a great match.
You've been fortunate that you've been able to absorb some knowledge from some of the best that'll ever play. I mean, when all's said and done, Ed Reed's going to the Hall of Fame and Ray Lewis going to the Hall of Fame, and you played on the same defense with both of those guys. What do you take away from them, if nothing else, about how to be a winner in this league?
You know, the one thing that I got from both of them is consistency. And, you know, to be able to play at a high level, you know, throughout their whole careers and do the things that they've done, it takes a great, you know, fortitude of mental toughness. And for them to be able to do that and me be able to see that from the outside in, you know, I've definitely implemented that into my game and definitely looking to take my game to the next level as well.
Right, on the personal side, because we got to get to know you a little bit. Just had a baby. How rewarding is that, and what's life been like these last couple of weeks?
It's been awesome. You know, I have a baby girl. Her name's Grace. It's wonderful. You talk about a love that you didn't know that you had in you, and, you know, to be able to experience that, you know, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing her, and it's amazing. It really is.
You know, as a dad of two girls, I can tell you this in all sincerity. I mean, people said it to me, too. You're going to finally know what love is, because there's nothing like love back from a daughter to a dad, too, so embrace that as well. It's a whole new set of opportunities for you here. I know you're going to find that the Detroit fan base is going to welcome you with open arms, and I certainly appreciate a couple minutes of your time.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much for having me.
So that's how you say it. Ihedigbo, you were listening, right?
Good guy, huh?
I think, you know, I think they've got to be better against the pass. And I know he's more of a hitter. And if Quinn can move back to free safety, if they can be better against the deep ball and playing the ball rather than their pass safeties playing the man, it'll help the secondary.
Interesting takeaway from that, talking about the influence Ed Reed, Ray Lewis had on his career, being a winner. Now he goes to another franchise, has to try to instill that same kind of value into the defense.
Well, not just that, and I hate to overuse this word, but leadership too. I mean, this team needs some guys back there who can show some of these younger secondary players and other players overall on what they need to do to prepare a little bit better, and he's one of those guys. Glover Quinn, we thought, was one of those guys. Look, Kyle Vandenbosch, we thought, was one of those guys. Stephen Tulloch, one of those guys. All these guys have won, okay? He's won at the highest level, and he's been a major contributor. He's got to help this team in more ways than just making plays on the football field.
Nate Burleson was a leader. He's out of the locker room, so there is a void right now, especially on defense, because we've been looking, and we talked so much already about Sue, so it'd be nice if he can step in and add a little bit to it.
I agree, but I also you have to have good players. You still have to. You want to win 10 games, and 100%. The time is now. You have to have good players, and I hope he's better than Louis Delmas was. There's a reason Delmas got a 1-year deal in Miami. I don't think he was that good.
That's a really good point, because I think Tony Gonzalez is a hell of a player, right? He's a Hall of Fame player. Right. I think he's a really good leader. Atlanta didn't play very well last year. He's a really good. It takes more than just that. It takes more than just leadership and more than just good players. You have to. I know Jim Leland doesn't like this word. You have to have some chemistry. This team's got to develop that. It goes back to our Sue conversation that we won't get back into. Another reason why I think you should be there.
We want more feedback from you. Use the hashtag 7SportsCave on Twitter. We asked them the question, who's the most important player to the Tigers in the first month of the season? What do you have to say about that? Use the hashtag, interact with us. Your tweets could be on TV, driving our conversation. When we come back after the break, we're going to be talking Red Wings. As the playoff push is now over and we're going into the first round, who's the most important person for them against Boston in the first round of the series? Yeah, we'll be talking much more on the 7 Sports Cave.